Welcome to Simbach Designs. Mike Worley here. Today, I am going to demonstrate everything you need to know about headers and footers in Microsoft Word. I will show how you can create free corporate letterhead using the different first page function of Word. Then, I will demonstrate how to create different headers and footers on different pages by using section breaks and linking or unlinking those sections. Finally, I will demonstrate how to use the style ref field code to create dynamic headers that change as your content changes. Let's open up a blank document in Word. Double-click at the top of the page, and the Header and Footer tab opens. In the middle of the ribbon, under Options, check Different First Page. With your cursor in the far left of the header area, under Insert, select Picture and bring your logo image into the header. Click and drag the image to scale it to the appropriate size. Then reduce the distance from the top of the page by setting header from top to 3/10 of an inch. That looks good. Close the header and return to the main document. We will now do the footer. Double-click the bottom of the page, and again the Header and Footer tab opens. I will now paste my contact info into the footer and center it. What I want to do is have the address centered on the first line, and on the second line send the phone and email address flush left and flush right, respectively. To do this, I will place my cursor directly between the phone number and the email address. Now, in the Position tab of the ribbon, I select Insert Alignment tab and a widget opens. For alignment, select Right, and for leader, select None, and click OK. This should send the phone number flush left and the email address flush right. If it doesn't do this right away, hit Tab. This should properly separate them. We will now add a bunch of text and see what happens. You see that after the first page the header and footer are blank, just as we would want for a letterhead. Now we will explore the means to change the content of headers and footers on different pages. I will now open a demo document with some random text. We will add a little bit of that text to the header by double-clicking the header area and open the header for editing. Paste some text in and notice that it appears in the header of each page. That is not what we want. We want a different header on the second page and thereafter. It is really very simple, but it is not intuitively apparent. The trick is to place section breaks in the appropriate place and link or unlink the various sections. We do this by placing our cursor right before the chapter title and selecting breaks from the Layout tab in the ribbon. Choose a Next Page section break. This forces the chapter title to a new page and a new section. Now, we can go to the Navigation tab on the ribbon and click Link to Previous. This will break the link to the first section and will allow us to insert the next string of text for the Chapter 2 text. See? It shows a different header between Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. We could redo this same process for every chapter, but you get the idea. Now, let's consider the footer. First, double-click at the bottom of the page to open the footer for editing. Under Header and Footer, select the page number drop-down, then Bottom of Page, and pick a page number format you like. Next, we will add a little random text to the footer just for demonstration. We will use the Insert Alignment tab to separate these items. Check Align Right, Leader, None, and then OK. There. Now, notice that the page number and text still appear on every page in the footer, even though the header content is different on different pages. This is because the link to previous feature is independent between the header and footer. Have a look at the footer in the page where Chapter 2 starts. Note that the link to previous selection is highlighted, meaning it is active. Now, open the header of that page. See that link to previous is not highlighted, so it is possible to have a different header. That's how headers and footers work. It's all about section breaks and links to previous sections. Finally, we will consider dynamic headers that change with your content. This process uses the StyleRef field function to display content you have marked with heading styles, H1, H2 and so forth. To do this, you need a document with various heading styles marked. Always remember that you have to have at least one H1 or this won't work. Don't know why, but that's the way it is. Here is our example. Note that we have 4 chapters in the H1 style and various sub-chapters in the H2 style. We are going to set it up using the StyleRef field code so that each chapter name appears in the header as well as the appropriate subtitle. To do this, open the header for editing by double-clicking the header area, go to the Insert tab and select the Quick Parts drop-down. Select Field and a widget appears. Under Choose Field, scroll way down to StyleRef and select it. In the middle column, under Field Properties, select Heading 1. Leave field options blank and leave Preserve formatting during updates checked. Click OK and note the chapter title appears in the header of each page. The chapter title changes in the header as is appropriate. Now, let's do the subtitles. You can set them up any way you want, but I am going to have the chapter and subtitles flush left and flush right. With your cursor just after the first chapter title in the header, go to the Insert tab in the positioning of header and footer. The widget appears. Like we did before, select Align Right and Leader None. Click OK and the chapter title jumps to the left. Leave your cursor where it is, in the right of the header, and go back to Insert, Quick Parts, Field. Like we did before, select StyleRef, but this time choose Heading 2. Click OK and the first subtitle appears. You can see that the first subtitle on each page appears in the header. The techniques I have shared with you are very sophisticated functions that are really very simple to implement. Well, that's it for today. I have enjoyed our time together, and I hope you have also. Your questions or comments will be greatly appreciated. Please subscribe. I can't tell you how much it means that you subscribe. If I am to be eligible for YouTube monetization, I need to have 1,000 subscribers. I'm way short of that. We need your support to continue. Please subscribe now and see all the great tutorials we have now and will have in the future. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Best wishes always and good day.